abusiafo yemo bibi akwaba na yem founder yem platform we eso yegusua ewa aweho mu na ye dwindwin yem panfo a yankopon ato mu nsa from na 1 NDC communicator bi echo Peace FM kwame sifakan kwame sifakan ni show no eso na ohwe de wa na osi ya utumisa asem no aye ne ya papa mepese be ko na ya kwakohwese video no afen so na nadwantoa of Insura FM oni ni crew ababontin edi nsembi atudwa in fact omodomo suko omo review secrets omo go into details about how a CA and even mysteries surrounding it. Abusia form fanchemi because mini studio the microphone anyhow but they didn't count the young quality NDC communicator and somehow the two ebia yakoba na yakuti na nadwanto anso and somehow so the two ebia message or do comment betum bra conversation because na wa like page no na wa subscribe se unya subscribe ye nyankopon shira
kana yakandan ene da menye kojo asampa na mim de yebe bishia na pe ngama kada mamba zande asam na kan hu be America de kisi you don't know where to pick it from and where to end. It's very, very, very devastating. And that many Sam George, many kase, many fellas squatching for soup, many kase, because I know that these two individuals know when your money when I Juma pen, they work closely with him, and it's just not. I cannot bring myself to believe that this tragedy has befallen us as a country, and the pain and suffering that families, Yankufo, Partyfo, walk through. In a Shazam, that's all we can say. Ama Gomobi anyo able to table you there be aba kan asam. Just have to.
And the crowd and Gomobi any baby ampo.
Be all in Gomobi. Politics can wait.
Every other thing will have to wait.
Everything can wait. Sunday. Look, Nana, I may have been on that heli before. Many times. It could have been anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. And
oh yeah, say ewa benuma. The risk that is associated with the work, no. And to the extent that people even feel that according to something that
leisure
is unbelievable. Brother, especially when were growing children. But a Jumano, any option. Any option there, you have to go. Why an important activity out to them? I'm Galam said me for politics. You know, NDC if I want to some work and because I will hunt them, it's fine. And any activity be about in preserving your environment, I'll support it. Why not? And Omampina small the could damage me or Boasa. I only want to never do Omampina where they most why Muntumunko.
How do you even say that?
How are you going to say it? How are you going to say it? It's your responsibility, Minister for Environment. What do I call?
Ha.
Charlie, I didn't know.
Obo.
I didn't.
Charlie.
I didn't. Pa. I didn't. Obo.
Meba. Pacho meba. When we and to think that a programmer say be ya you bet me up livelihood ama youth be more galam say mu to get them off the forest na yet me see ho any ade
I didn't.
that unua ukunu akonta wo fase o papa wa dan for akra say me kwa adwuma ba and the next thing you see but that will be con ho adan a eso wo fa no
Nana,
apa
ma, and at the time I news in the band. Collins, I don't know how now confirm me. Mom, the Honorable Manebu Amade, on is confirmed that or plane no or helicopter no. But Nancy speculation, P, a bit Amako Fibu Awado, or say Muntaka. All sorts of confusion.
Me so mete muntaka e bi kwase na ese gina mosquito so call program ni bi ni metin zemo.
And finally yenya confirmation no Mutala, my very good friend, Comrade Mutala. And then you pursue you. Also Bemansu, but Charlie. Could you Uncle say? Yeah, nah, yeah, shazin. Look, yeah, time fool. Now, and politics here, and no man in Chichia and see Ghana and Kanko is what gets many people, you know, to participate in it. Different ideas and ideology on the pathway forward, but I'll never wish any certain on my worst enemy, much less more political opponent. They are not my enemies. Can never, for the life of me. I don't know. I'm just wondering how their families are feeling. Yes, it could have been anybody. Could have been anybody.
Bobo mpacho meba zisia apa
na minim ni aminka o minim ni aminka say and then fiti enra bi si na de say Ghana ni bia so we politician say we politician wakasa nim say ni ato ye mai e de sum kese bi na beto ma no so na ntia na me pese sa nwom na ebo no etimi bosi ya empa ye bi wo ana me pese Ghana fo nyina ye sorry na ye boss ampa ye bi na ye sre nyame se ontu ana so mpagya ne nsa wo ye man so say asofo bibiri akasa but very you know Ghana for if you so bia ye charlatan so ne asofo bia ye charlatan even when the signs are clear and the word that some of them are putting out loud and clear krana na ya pe asimbia kana yetwem. But I believe sir going forward some of these prophecies tie na namon bi wo hɔ a ebetumi atu because we can Ephesians chapter 6 I think verse no but no it's Galatians. Is it Ephesians or Galatians? No back. I say for we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Galatians.
Yes. But against principalities, powers,
rulers of darkness, authorities
of
and ages.
Spiritual wickedness in high places. You know, or admonishing and say we should put on the whole armor of God so that we'll be able to stand and as we withstand the wiles of the devil that are thrown at us. As a country, God is interested in our country.
Okay, Ephesians 6, brother.
Ephesians 6,
sure.
verse 10 also going.
Thank you, Reverend Emmanuel. Okay.
And we have to stand for our nation because sorry wukruma pa and I said sorry wukruma. Maybe the direction of our prayer have been centered on ourselves. When I say ourselves, our individual selves, and not the nation that we all belong to. Timumi and Sorene Mompaye. I started with our leadership. Nobody expected say, a day like this would come. Especially to these young people. Begin power womb, Dr. Sapon, who is a bit over 60 years. Way younger. Below 50 and all of that. And that's the strength of our nation. In terms of human resource capacity, professionals in Kwa, they say, it's just a flash. So sad and difficult to allow to sink in. President Mahama, baby, or Ubia no pay. Meaning how where money is placed in your heart. And I know the confidence that you have in that gentleman, that young gentleman. And some of us have worked closely with you at the Flagstaff House. And so we can't say we are not just talking, like we are not guessing. We are canny. I know he's one of President Mahama's confidants. And money will be a make us a peace. Because if you recall, you'll be as a Okasa or also Kakra. You know, but he tries to cover it as much as he can. In terms of our master, the friend saying art of speaking in a manner and yet so pronounced. Tinikasa and Shedan does, but he is very deep. As young as he was, will be deep when it comes to. He's a very thorough person. And yesterday I used a certain word. Say he's one of the very well arranged. So people can say organized, but I prefer to use the word arranged. Because I said I said ashishe. And task him with any friend saying or I give him any task. And you are sure say Oba beto a distinction by performance of distinction. And for such a person at the defense ministry, one was expecting say, okay, by the time the first term in government ever ended, and he's in a Juma, any Nishishe Pabia or war. The Ministry of Defense, and for that matter, the entire military service no yɛbɛtumi assessing na yɛde ahwɛ how he performed over the period. Unfortunately, in a matter of 4 months or 5 months, I will take you over as minister. Atorenchem kɛseɛ wei aba bɛhyia yɛn ɛwɔ kwan so a ɛtumi ama ɔman no aboto fiti nnura wankasa wohwɛ wɔ da yi a asɛnea it's a nation in despair. We are all distraught, and just say whichever way you turn the ball, it doesn't sit well. Murtala Muhammad was a very young man who was also building his capacity. As an MP, the first National Health Insurance. It's a youth authority. Why youth employment agency? Yeah, agency. Honana, no. Some years ago, President Mills time Tom. No China or contested for MP, and then he won for I think Nanton constituency, the first term in parliament, and then the following term, Olusuye, and Okotena Fie for another 4 years, and then fought again, this time from Tamale Central when Inusa Fuseni decided not to contest any further, and won. And this is a second term. Just say, or parliament. Acquire any PhD, and say, I could defend any thesis. Or a qualified friend saying PhD holder. We all just say we can tell, say, as Minister of Environment, the desire to also see to it, say, the water bodies in the the last encounter that I had with him on those issues. I never answer enumerate. My colleague Biana in the war office, Coleman, formerly of Zoom Lion, this year or Wembley.
Robert Kuma.
No, your office be or East Legon. Tibe 4 5 more no friend. You be the chemical be a bit me aboa massa and mani be a bit me the RCC sweni and to take some toxins from the water bodies. You know, I don't plan to buy no na friend say we pay appointment nanka you na bishi. And o catch a Kuma so our office will be to me ambassia nanka umbra. That was a then answer, which was Tuesday evening. And also you're ready. Say you bet me ambassia na mum. No so obeko baby ochina. Nti yenhwe Thursday or Friday. Ti yenkasa Thursday na yenhwe say okay and yes Saturday or Friday. And this was Tuesday evening. Of course, I didn't speak to him, but I was seated around the same table, conference table, na Kuman and then Ekasa. And then the next day, less than 24 hours, we are hit with such a devastating news. Just say, Dr. Samuel Sapon, last Saturday, they call Dr. Sampiale, lawyer Sampiale, a year, State House, Bobo, a baby, I saw him there. Dr. Sapon was seated right in front of us. First line. Time Majana Mosquito Kwakuli reef on behalf of NDC, no, and then sorry, Jan. So he was with us. We saw him, we greeted him, we exchanged pleasantries. And then today, if we have to refer to him, we have to add late Samuel Sapon before we can mention him. Nanaya, we dreams are same way. All of this happening in a flash. And talk of this young man. I say no, Canada. And Oba Ghana say Oba be contested on NDC ticket. Oba contested at the point, oh yes, we winning. So and then later he came out say, "Want me and winning NPP now? The winning is our seat." Nti eba ben mu na President Mahama aye no the Ashanti Regional NATMO coordinator. Nti ono so for this program as a NATMO coordinator ono so a coach on this flight. Ono so kan nipa watchia ya atore enchemi atuo mu. Soldier 4 young guys, but good here. Last month, July, I say, warrior. Rami on video na or exchange on any exchange files just a month ago. And also, just say. Kind at your phone now on Kahubi and a few others. And now it's a bad day, it's a sad day, and words are the only ones they bet me at the Acheche as a nation. I'm wondering what is going on in the minds of the spouses of these gentlemen and the children of these gentlemen. Bakukra, they say his next in Soldier for Bako, the bar in the 2 months crowd. Baby, fresh baby. They say, Obini, now we be said, then you come ne papa. Nayaka say, helicopter crash. I don't wish this for my worst enemy on any day. I will never wish for this for them. But the good thing is that so far tributes are mama on some of these personalities, especially Mutalane, Omane Buama. One can tell, say, their legacies will not be lost on us at all. Even though they had a relatively short life, or they lived a relatively short life, their legacies will live on with us because they've made their mark to a large extent. Why am I saying that? The memories will linger on and on and on and on. Because Shishaibia, Yaya Omukahu, and as Omukahu Ayashishe, whenever they are mentioned, these names will never be left out. I also believe years ago, in fact, say how many? 1978, April. Na Mrs. Tawoba, a young child, Akola, within 9 months, and Oyare jaundice. And went to me and survived it. And that was my very first time. Me who so be like Akola a while ago, or alive. And then Osunya and fell asleep. And then the next moment, he was gone. Just say, and then there was at the point and then he was dead. Yatunudi ni ajete 9 months old. Alive, Anka, 1978.
47.
I think 47 years.
47 years, yeah.
Even him at 9 months, and then me boni din e kaino. When the 1 year Puambo Brebia, the memory of Niajite still lingers on my mind. Let alone these gentlemen who, by the grace of God, they have been blessed with some number of years. And yes, almost big years, but their service to mankind and the country, remarkable. Yetimi commemorate man ye. So some of us believe, say, their legacies will not be lost out on us.
So this is Nsema NDC communicator no editu ega. Utia, in fact, Asemno ahiti the foundation of National Democratic Congress, NDC Manikuno. In fact, Edin, says any particular young ashram at this crucial moment. Omubiti Nyan Shin. Because Osha Biti said Dr. Omane Boama. Mean the mammy didn't know pa aye. Yura John Germany Mahama, Bra now Oba the first 2016, 2015, 2014. Now you Romane Boama, no communications minister. Said ye name Yura Felix Ofusukwachi and Samnete George Omujuma Diomudia. But in 2024, Osha elections now a coin now. In fact, omu propose body cameras be say omu yusu NDC for yusu any electoral commission officers in omu yusu. Nina was the idea. He was the man behind all these things. He engineered everything. What I say? Internet say any pay in the wa. The many you call the any say your mom you know. One said you said but Osha Jumadia Wedi Ediama Pertina Abusia, not as a NDC Maniku, no more Cassie Papa. Now, even on first vice chairman, Eva Sapon, Krana, or yes, a mini packet or a Maniku. Yen see the name Jamtua of Inshra FM. Wakan Simbibre ena eja or the first hands in you once a Ghana dear some bar Ubia or the Obeka, but Nana jump to review secret to be a mepese, Ebekoni tea sans and so.
Ebebono insona ehye ehuru no ebejai se ebehuru fayensie ye se de beya emra emu odene no sabre no na de mesie aninti David ebompaye aseminam esum kabibom mpo a minsuro efrise wa ba ene opoma ene bome ho ban amai no esi apenie omai ni esu na eya efrise obia boto obia kem obia esu achime edin mesubi obiara boto obiara ka nanso ene areho ni wom nanso madwuma no nti madwuma ne se ye beye ye ho aduro ene ye beye ye ho aduro no entwa ba ye beye we will speak the honest truth ye beka no kre na ye ntimi nkan ye beka biem every say ade ana ya ne se uhu ade na wo ka na amanyo nti ye mpese ye betie asam ne eba eya na edin sabi enye ye ho na taye ne sori anopa ne ye kekam ne ye dede egu asum enye penu no anka menya anka nsu ato na me nso mada from last week na me yare pa me da so yare manza me nka nkyerɛ me sɔre anopa be ye adwuma me gyina ha sɛ me tu ahwe enso me gyinem na me ye adwuma just to come and serve you but me ba me nka sɛ me yare me be ye adwuma edura me no me anam de hyɛ me ho de me komu nso me wa ha me ye adwuma just to serve you nti sɛ me betena ha eya na eyo mining tia nti na de bia mesrɛ sɛ yire ho na ye adwuma de ahyɛ wo nsa no yire ho na ye no excuse let's work nti na no lumba wuye no me ka ho asɛm me se me drew level a ewuo enya me nwanwa biem die misuro any impact cement mi anya bibia ma onipa enya me so mfaso last week ya na me kasa asam na akire onipa nti me se mi nsuro wuo biem die misuro ni se mentimi amfa die wo mi mu empie ama Dr. Mars Moro okana asembi papa ya wo ye sofo ono nso ne yire ne ma omu kwa akopirichi omu ti play mu omu nyina krashe ewuye ba wotie papa ne last word o say you must die empty and it's so striking that's the way me tie o say die empty because the greatest talent, the greatest innovation, the greatest creativity adie ye papa enkofo enyo man ke betimi aboa oman no ehyesie because ye wododo na owu ya nanka enam ne sunti kagana betimi ayeyi nanka enam ne sunti anka Ghana ye nsresrade nanka enam ne sunti anka Ghana ye kramo ne ye kranyo ye nkrasa ka ye ne ye produce anka ye Ghana anka efe anka gold no ye ne ye use ne ye ayade ye nyina ye se form. We die with a lot of things. We need to die empty. Yenwu ye bewu no na yenwu se ye wie Yesu oh no he died empty because no him say why yeah Paul kana ko panama ko awie de o se me ye bia ma ye awie metiase a metima Yesu Kristo mi wu nso a mi wu ma Yesu Kristo wawie empty died empty e wo se ye wu ne enwu se ye so abamfaso se wo so bamfaso a wa wudie na nso bete ase ene me kan ba ko sembi a kirew mina na bewu edin pa ehye adakam a gise oma omutai ben me ene me ma me mabusuafo no mu edin ehye adakam a mentai pie pa gise obi a onim saa din no ene ohia me na obo me papa de me to me nana jeyi jantoa Antwa Yamin fani krensi enti edin pa ehye adakema e de frame me pa no eye koje yi nti me kona o mu nim no mu ka se koje yi sa din no e me na din ye de ne to me ye de me to no sorry that din no o de mame na me kai e bra obewu no na oyare no se ye kwa antoa ne ekobo mpaya me papa be ka chem se kojo onana oyare ti kono ho na ni nkodi nkomo na me nana asema o ka kire me no mintimi nka bebre na me nana nso oyo kirekire ni na oye very disciplined na odomai edo asori oyi na kuma mi ye de obeye bia na de metimi aka ne se tama na one me kasa then tam na mi sha na one me kasa o se me ko to adwuma ne so e bompae ma enche na me ko sana me nana e kan e nyoma bi wo kan ba mentimi nka o se me ko na to adwuma ne so I felt say aso di bibia wa transfer bibia ma me papa kura ni ma me nka asasem ne nkyere no o kagu masum o se me ko say die a enche to adwuma no so ate ire ho enti me ma me num ni papa o mu ni me no so mo bo ko je yi a de omode to aso ye de awawu nso na ote ase enena me yi sa bakosem we a kire mi din e sha da kan ba ko entempi ti so wa bem e ko je yi me nana din ye de ma me san o me hu so wa transfer sa honhom na ene ye din no kreka me nsura de ye de wo so ye sumoman no sum nipa bu nipa be humble me envy obi a men kohwehwe obi diem nti eka ko je ya se de wawu enso na otiase me na na wu nso metiase nti ube hu mo se na janto onyini saa but nyoma na ewo mu ni transfer no me je me na na mfie ni bi aka ho nti mimu no me obe 80 years nti na nsem di wo ho a me ka wo ntiase me ma me ni me papa mu wu mi enim me gift onim 12 years and I'm a share adwuma di na se ye wo nyoma bi wo ho a me hu ansa na asi eno ye me gift enti se me betram from na me kasa te se normal journalist bi eno ti no etore bi ankofo bi ntimase no me betram from na me kasa obi a wunnim me eni me background no ebeye wa adwen so journalist o na janto ne de unnim nyoma etamachi unnim de ye wa akiri enti me nya adwuma e ma kwasitwum de bia me kasa asem no be bia me ye adwuma bia no me ye adwuma ma nyankrompon emre ne so na wo se me kwa mekọ time ne so a o ye de nam se me kwa mekọ cha na me ye madwuma ne mo de me suro ni se enkopon bubisa me ma wo sa akwanya no e de na ade ye jinano na me ka police fo asa me se na wo tumi no ochina na wo nsa untimi ntini mu biem me ka asa na wo nti ase de bia me ka chempanyfo ni se amanyofo munhwe ye na de mo ye yen no e bedru baabi tumi na etimi dane nano me kenkan nyoma bi kire Sirach chapter 10 from 11 ekono Ediana mekai 9 to 11 hono Diana mekai Diana twere kai ose ye nso ni anwea mekan wa ha enso ni anwea edian kwa ni ahantan ni dwei eni kokoti na me ye ohene na me ye sei edian ye pe empo ye tiase empo no ye honam epro ochina na ohene bi tiase ade ebechi na ohene bi awu yare bi wo ho a doctor ntimensa na mmom so nipa wu a ennioma miensa pɛ anwansena ya ne nimwa ene dien saa nyoma no maggot worms nsonsono nwansena ne ya ne mumu ennioma miensa pɛ ena onipa eye ne dia enu nti na manim bro bi ade no ade ba kwa me nanam papa ka che manim bro bi ade se wo na so enhame me ba bia me hyeda me dan kra no etore bi kra me na bed so me wo ba bia me da because the way me so hu life na different intimi nsori anopa emma manim bro bi ade untimi mfasika me dada me untimi mfasika hunehuna me untimi nyate so be bribe me I don't baby amedri untimi mfa bibia de amedri ne se Nyankopon be do me ne matimi aye nneoma a ebetimi asave no. That is all that I think about. Mom yembre ye ho ase hwe animonyamfo a ne de esiye eden yebesu me papa ka ho rasa mo sapon me papa preko pe o fa me tese ne ba other people ne de minimum wa akire but the obey me pa de e wo saa ewu yi mu eye me papa Dr. Samuel Sapon eto de bi emu ye den na nneoma bi koso na enya yi a obonso wo ho anu afrew na ho ye de wo be sini me di nkomokra asese bi me mom na me ba no obia oni ne besen bia no papa ne bre no ase oba ha emre bi na minyambai obetwen mi akopem se meba ako Dr. Mane boama me ne na kasa wo radio so ba me sia ne da but ojo ne kasa ye the way ne ni esitie chese ona bu mutala uhu ne se ni so ohia but akoma pa ekuta no any the way I will see drug Ghana no. Omamu wuye nyina ewa abusia. Now so sometimes a nyoma bi ba say ya. Na ye di sua de, but the na no pe na me tie ne say ye mfa nsua de. And that is what I'm saying. I'm telling you the honest truth. Ye mfa nsua de because this week nipa be say that's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. Ade we oh 2 days pepe ye rebefi ye besa ye de ye no ye besa ye MPP ni NDC nyoma no bibie no we besie ye so de ye nsua hwe no kura wom ne se ye wie ochina ene ni nyina ye su 3 days na ye besa akoye NDC ni MPP na no me ka kire wo krom ha se enkwada 15 na wu enkwada 15 na wu enkwada 15 na wu e wo sa kwan yi so empanyifo e mo wa hen mo nka bio obi amfi yen nanu ya wo 15 me say nentan kurofo yi enti mpanyifo mo nte ye ne e ka ho asem esimu nhwe yo hwe ennyoma bi si wo honhum a yen hyedante ate ekwaye ye fa so sie nkwada no se yankobom paya ebeye west me say ewuo ni nyanja yo won so obi asuru fatu won me sie nyanwie ye ye be bom paya ne de but enyanwie ye ewuo ni be ye more accident ni be ye more parliament house ebi be fifiri mu enyan sinwie ye obi onim hunhum mani nim de ne me kan mentie ne te se me kasa as a journalist. I'm telling you enyo bi me se enyanwie yo empanyifo bi ebi be fifirim kakra ti say enyo bi asi ansa na ya turn ourselves to remember say eyo soroje nyankrompon ene do oman share yensa yanti asesa me say the asie eya but enyanwie ye afini ebe o more afini ebe ka die na esie wo man Ghana because ye de nyoma bi ahyehye fom nkofo ye nyoma wo fom na nsei wante se nkofo kunipa na mo wahi monte se nkofo yira monte se moja eka oman no why na eka ho asem de bia ne ka so bi bayira ne yakuno de na mpanyifo ka everybody was silent nobody talked about it now can say some moja no ensu nkyere so nyankopon ana they are blood that are crying moja bi su kyere nyankopon me say Ghana say ya mompa ya me say entwem ebeye west afekra ne ebete ne mo ene enya wie ye ni nya wie ye ni nya wie ye we ye ne nketua mu mpo na kese ni nya maaye ebetiasi ahimfumu ebetiasi nipatitirimu ebetiasi because so far as say on mine omunipa ewu ayenya ho hwe no saa na ebetiasi because empire boa wona eka wo mu a wo bompa ye se mpanyifo munya bibi mfa ho a mpanyifo ne nka no yankopon e ma ye hunyo be bi kakra ansa ne hu se wo se ejina na no me say yewra mahama so be expressway eye pa ba sese no akra kuma se onfo na ho odin hyem na NDC fo ni bi di atem na wonim de mo ka na ho ahwa ne eka na ye ka ni say because enyoma bi wo ho aye hu ne woda chimba ye ntimi nka ne ye ntimi ka se yenye akra no yemba mu wie ye wie a expressway no ye betimi aye ye wo sika bi a yemfa ma kwa anim na me ka se accident na si 50 no ebi begusu asi Kofi Ukai.
Yeah, Mekai Nana.
Kofi so okay.
Mekai pa.
Okay.
Yeah, and you were in fact not why a very passionate call to the president say omon kasa about nipa yelusu om life now. Why ne die? Omon say the old one no, you be fix it and son no thinking about new one. And I think say 2 days after, and rules minister no be can say they will still go on with the Mampeni Council on be a new one no. And na omo be go on with enti nana in fact na me no wa ha ehu information and we were shocked so I said yeah can omonte enre ya akra to yi konongo ha ya unko ba bia wo try helicopter ne de ni see na se no ma me botwe me say hu yi nipa ovan akohwewa ma wo mu nyina nana na reho e wa dwosu kwam
this week e bi be say
and I'm say hey
this week e bi be say
it's Accra Kumasi road in there
this week e bi be say
and nana say wo share statistics na the mpanifo kire ne say 7 people die every day 7 people die every day
yeah
and only ye de ya kan na de intimi nkan ye no eni ho
yeah
enti ye kan kwanhia ho asem a
hwinsi
ano eden
enti na me kan na me say Parliament House omo de order 92 so be kaya
yeah
order 93 order 94 last week ya na me kasa asem say adie hia ye nye but you see on mine and the revelation back on mine amanyofo atimi ayere ho ama na ye NDC ni MPP enti asem bia ye national issue no ye mfa ho odi ene sesa wo kwaka asem no na wonya ba mu na ye ne NDC ni MPP a NDC be gina fa na MPP agina fa enti bibia ensi enra ye nyina nim se nka president o te sa plane nka de be che no ke be ka se yewura John Mahama president so wahye
nana chese enra na chese utie intel free presidency ho ba na nka eso ka ho but esi bibi bebu mu kakra and of course see anopa no sorry no say ne ho nhye da nye ni yi papa ntinka omane mu ni kan ni ade na omo enko ye na akwanya no eba mu a ono so be follow up na wa fafe maba na nana etika president of the republic will be part nana ewuo bi eyade but we ewuo mienu enkwanhia ne ejade at the same time plane na ebo ho na wo be pira wo mu no kra ya another thing na ejasa to mu abia we pira kra nke yeso mu abia benya nkwa no wo se hye aka ho and so ya another thing but kire ye bibi bibi nsikwa
na se de kire no enya nwie ye enim se ne meka honest truth no de kire ye no 3 days asem ene ye na 3 days
still 3 days morning
ebi be si biem enjai me say na se no so me enkwada na 15 ye sie wo mo me chofa picture ne to enkwada na ye sie wo mo te se emoa yamfo ma abusiafo ne se yamfo mu kura nkofie
na beda hwe
na omu kwas omu koye nyame adwuma
omu nyina
sa moja no enu nti sa okotwere mu a time a Cain eku Havel no Abel no na Cain nim so awie but onam ena nyankopon busa ne se na unua ne we no se na de me na mhwe me nua so ana no se sa me hu se unua moja esufre me
emoja esufre no
unua moja esufre no hwe abusianfo a omu wu because of accident esu a omu su sa moja no se entimi enya ancestor ebeye worse ye ka ya na eja ye parliament di ye politics o ye o se ye akre kumase ye nya panyi bia panyi kase bia entu helicopter mpo se omu ba be witness de see wo dwaso na ye see nipa 15 no he enkra ni o so bra Facebook na be hye enkra ni
15 years 16 years 17 18 they when you wo mpo me say 25. This is sad.
Enti the point is that if you can't train sim biatro now what ha and they will speak the honest truth. Me say nyoma de nkofo de nyoma hyefom ai nkofo de nyoma hyefom omumu anini nim de ye kan moja wo fom nkofo ye nyoma because of money say no nom ko e galamsey hu adwuma say de na pesa wo ye no nkofo de nyoma hyefom say galamsey for no my imagine so metu mase a
omuso beso
ai ani wo ho enye simple eye ba e be pie mas physical e be pie mas technical because helicopter no an yetu she say for the first time na you see radar no ayira yehu intimin track it
plane ayira
Ghana had just 30 minutes
plane ayira
ayira how plane ayira just like that Ghana and yes say be a 1 hour ni 2 hours view from Kumasi to Accra 30 minutes 40 minutes no adru
enwa kra very surprising nana
unti ha Solomon Nyansa semba ko cho no wo eyi che we July 31
se nanu ya
July 31 hwe de metro ye ewo mi Facebook wo
just about 8 days me na watch pepe ni kanisa na watch ni July 31 beboa kenkan de metro ye o say bra Facebook na be hwe na kenkan na anu na obi wu ya ye kan ho asem no o say dear President JM, where are the voices of condolence? The transport minister's silence is deafening. No word from government or parliament. It's like these 15 lives meant nothing. We need answers and action. The people are hurting and deserve better. And people are likely to die again this week on our roads. We need a proper reset.
But
sincerely, Nana Kwejo Jantwa.
Mecho na benadie na mekan.
Nana Jantwa say, Medofupa President John Dramani Mahama. Nia echi nipa re no ewo he. O say osuafo ne hwe akwantempon so. Ayedin ase ne yebu nua agu asomo mo ntede ekoso no. O say asembia mfiri aban mu emae. Asembia mfiri mrahye bedwefie mae ase nipa dunum a yahwere wo mo nkwa no enye hwe emaye o se yehia mu aye yehia se ye bibi o se na nipa ne di yawo enipa ne hia de ye o se eden ya se de no matie nipa besa awubiem na wotwi ewo yakwan so eti yehia se ye no ma foforo sebeya ebeboa ose Nana Kwejo Jantwa ena ne nsa hyase Nana wasema de koye no
e ka se nipa besa awu
okay ose na wotwi eden ya is likely se nipa besa awu biem na wotwi
yamfama anya hwe
ampa so Nana na wotwi miko trade we na makomakon wotwi ni tie kan se na wotwi mu a enipa awu ni ye ka bomu a Nana enya asem ketwa esia na obi so de ato no se enre ya nipa enum enso awu enchi Asanko highway na Nana ayarehosem oka nipa ewu bomu a ede statistics ne kire se bia nipa 7 a eno ye deɛ ɔmatumi akan but wo deɛ ɛmfa nnura deɛ yi koraa no ɛdwo so deɛ ɛne wɔn a ɛnkyi deɛ yɛ akɔyi kan nana ɛnya asɛm ketewa ebi nso abobo yɛ ebi so a ɛsi wɔn nso kɔ krahye yɛ nipa no so wɔn ahyew so wɔn ayɛ den ɛno so yɛ te na nnura
mesi enya yɛ deɛ meka no nta mesi ɔman na yɛ bɔne dodo ɔman na yɛ bɔne dodo mogya wɔ fam dodo nipa yira yɛ ku nipa dodo and it was no concern innocent lives are crying. We need to pray for forgive and government president bibia we are minister aboto eya but na meka se ne yenka no kure na edin no me say honhum no enioma nye nipa ewuo moja innocent no
yesu
nyankopon te nti si ekema e wose to the bia e fan kofo is unfortunate but to the bia se wonim se o fa wiem na ho atɔ omo nam efom no omo wuo nipa 8 yabusuafo me papa ka ho nanso no kure na ewom ne se abusuafo a omo abusuafo ye esi omo because of road accident because ekwan ne ye mienu no why na eka bia mo ye rajo mahama minim se wusu de nanso enkwada 15 na omo wuye no ya ne national morning na ma omo ankoye national issue yensu abusuafo yante se aban edi sika mom so omfanto funu adaka oman ne kura kanwie ya na etwa mu enre ya nipa 15 so konongo wo mu nso kenkran wo mu kɔ
yetwa bre egu wo mu so
yebetwa bre enye national issue ba minim se we ni ntino ebia parliament be sua de helicopter yi after investigation say ba but car de eye mono kra etimi nya accident enra na ewie mu nye but media de medi sua ni nyina ni ene de mpesa meka e wo wisdom of Solomon wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 mpesa meka bi kire empanyifo fa to so na afie nkenkan pese meka nyoma mienu pe afi wo bia na ebie lines na atum na nkofo akiro madwen we meka kire panyi oso nya nkopon nyansem no onim de enti a wo ye panyi ene de wosa wo ye te maka te so wo tumi a ye mfa nsisi obi enti we the cast wisdom of Solomon na eka apocrypha no ho maka se Bible no enye 66 chapters nko a Bible no edoso but ye will be a if you can we been so a year frame but we do benya Roman for Bible eka ho eka Bible no Solomon nyansa sem to so nsia
o say
ma men kenken ne kire mtwi na mtitwi yi o say so then you kings
enti mo ahemfo
so then you leaders
mo ya kendifo no
so then you presidents
mo ya mampanimfo
so then you ministers
mo ya soafo
so then you commanders
mo ya commanders no
so then you regional ministers
mo ya mantam soafo
so you then DCs
mo ya aban akrachefo
so you then CEOs
mo de dada aban nwuma hodo a
you rulers the world over
wiase nyina no mudi so no
listen to what I say and learn from it
muntie we na munsua de mfrim
you govern many lands and are proud that so many people under your rule
mudi nsase pi so na eye mo ani gese mudi nipa dodo no so no
but this authority has been given to you by the Lord most high
nanso tumi amwo ni nyina no osoro agya nyankopon ne de ma mo
he will examine what you have done and what you plan to do
obehwehwe de mo ye nyina mu ene de mo pese mo ye nyina
you so then you kings
enti mo ahemfo
so then you kings
enti mo ahemfo
you presidents
mo mampanimfo
you chiefs
mo ahemfo
you ministers
mo a moya soafo
you DCs,
mo a moya aban akra
you CEOs,
mo a moda nnwuma no
those who rule over Ghana,
mo a mohwe Ghana
listen to what I say and learn from it.
muntie we na munsua
You govern many lands and are proud that so many people are under your rule.
mudi nsase pi so na ye mo ani gise nipa dodo no a hye mo ase.
But this authority has been given to you by the Lord Most High.
Nanso tumu ya mukura no soro agya Nyankopɔn na de ma mo.
He would examine what you have done and what you plan to do.
Ne mo aye nyina no obehwehwɛ mu ne de ebo mutimu pom sem bɛyɛ nso obehwehwɛ.
You rule on behalf of God and his kingdom.
Ɔse ɔno soro agya Nyankopɔn na na mu na mugina na mudi tumi a mudie no ɛne Onyankopɔn ahene.
And if you do not govern justly,
na sɛ mo amfa atɛntenene ana pɛpɛpɛ yo ani tumi no mu a,
if you do not uphold the law,
sɛ mo amra no anya adwuma,
if you do not live according to God's will,
na mo ani Awurade ɔsoro agya Nyankopɔn ahyɛdeɛ no so a,
you will suffer sudden and terrible punishments.
Ɔse na ahohiahia no ɛden ɛne asotwe ano ɛden ɛbɛba mo so.
If you do not do or live according to God's will,
na sɛ mo anyɛ ɔsoro agya Nyankopɔn na apɛdeɛ a,
you will suffer sudden and terrible punishments.
Ɔse ahokyere ana ahohiahia no ɛden ɛne asotwe ano ɛden ɛbɛba mo so.
And judgment is especially severe on those in power.
Ɔse na temu ano ɛden ma wɔn a wɔn mo ekura tumi.
And judgment is especially severe on those in power.
Ɔse na temu no a ɛwɔ mo ekura tumi no so no ano ɛden.
Common people may be merciful, forgiving for their wrongs.
Na ɔse wɔn a oni tumi ana onipa bia kɛkɛ no ɔno no ne bɔ ne fakyɛ no yɛ ana ɛda hɔ pɛpɛɛpɛ ma no ana emu emrema no
Nyankopɔn create me because ono oni tumi bia. But those in power will face severe judgment.
Nanso wɔn a ɛwɔ tumi no deɛ wɔn atemu no ano ɛde.
The Lord of all is not afraid of anyone.
Ɔse onyame a ɔyɛ nyame a ɔhwɛ baabi a nanso wɔyɛ dodoɔ no nyinaa nyame no onsuro bia.
No matter how great that person is.
Ɔse wɔmfa ho ne okɛse yo a woyɛ.
I repeat, the Lord of all is not afraid of anyone.
Ɔmfa ho ɛne okɛse a woyɛ onsuro bia.
Whether you are the president,
sɛ woyɛ mampani,
whether you are the DC,
sɛ woyɛ DC,
whether you are the chief,
woyɛ ɔhene,
whether you are an ambassador,
sɛ woyɛ ambassador,
whether you are a manager,
woyɛ manager,
whether you are a presenter,
woyɛ presenter,
whether you are a pastor,
woyɛ sɔfo,
the Lord is not afraid of you.
Onyame nsuro kra.
He himself made everyone.
Ɔso ɔno a na ɔyɛ nipa nyinaa.
Great and common alike.
Ɔse ɔno na ɔyɛ deɛ ɔyɛ kɛseɛ ɛne deɛ sɛbe ɔyɛ kuma.
And he provide for all equally.
Na ɔma obiara sɛdeɛ ɛsɛ.
But he will judge the conduct of rulers more strictly.
Ɔse na wɔn a edi dodoɔ no so no deɛ. Ɔse wɔn mu atemmuo no ɔbɛhyɛ no pɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛpɛ.
It is for you, mighty kings.
Ɔse ntimu a moyɛ ahemfo no.
It is for you, mighty presidents.
Ntimu a moyɛ amanpanimfo no.
It is for you, mighty ministers.
Ntimu a moyɛ ɛyɛ asoafoɔ no.
It is for you, mighty DCs.
Mo a moyɛ aban akrachefoɔ no.
That I read these words.
Ntimu enti na matwerɛ saa nsɛm yi.
So that you may know how to act wisely and avoid mistakes.
Na mo ahu kwan a mobɛfa so a mobɛyɛ mo nneɛma ɛwɔ nyansa mu na mo agyae sɛ mobɛfom kwan no.
These are holy matters.
Wei ɛyɛ ahotesɛm.
These are holy matters.
Wei ɛyɛ ahotesɛm.
If you treat them in a holy manner,
sɛ mode ahoteɛ agye a,
you yourself will be considered holy.
Mo nso yɛbɛmu sɛ ahoteefoɔ.
If you have learned this lesson,
sɛ mo asua wei deɛ a,
you'll be able to defend yourself at the judgment.
Mobɛtumi agyina atemmuo n'anim.
So then,
enti
make my teaching your treasure and joy.
Moma me nkyerɛkyerɛ ɛnyɛ mo agyapadeɛ ɛne mo anigyeɛ.
And you will be well instructed.
Na ɔbɛkyerɛkyerɛ mo sɛdeɛ ɛsɛ ne fata.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 from 1 to 11.
Wei ɛyɛ Solomon ne nyansasɛm a ɔka.
This is the word of God.
Ɛti nsia kyekyɛmu baako ɛkɔsi ɛyɛ nsia no so.
Bra summarize it. Na afei yɛntoa so.
Enti nana neɛ waka nyinaa kyerɛ sɛ
ɛyɛ ne mako.
Neɛ Solomon nyansa mu no nyame nam ne so aka ne kyerɛ sɛ woyɛ ɔkandeni a nyame wɔ nhyehyɛe bi wɔ hɔ ɛmfa tumi ne nsisi obi na mmom ma wɔn a ɛhyɛ wase nyinaa no ɛnya neɛ ɛsɛ ɔmo ɛnya pɛpɛɛpɛ. Ohiani bɔ mpaeɛ a wɔhwɛ sɛ nyame bɛhwɛ no ne oni bi ebompa ya wo hwese nyame behwe no ne nyame se enkono na wo firi soro edi ne tumi beba behwe nipa no wa asase so no odi tumi no ama wo okandini no se ye se nipa kro ni nyankopon wa asase so nyame nam ne tumi mu nam wo so de aboa se nipa kro no enti ensisi no na wo se tumi no de ama se fadi se nipa no so nsase no so ne ade nyina no obeba de wa begina temu mu na ade ba ko ka ne ha ne se wo na ye kandini wa temu no be ye dene achen wo bi a ano be ye dene
enti President Mahama
watemu e dene
President Nana Akufo-Addo
watemu edene
President Kofo
watemu edene
President JJ Okofom
watemu edene
President Atamils Okofom
atemu edene
Kwame Nkrumah
atemu edene
Liman
natemu edene
Kofo
natemu edene
abusuafo ni nyina
atemu edene sanse ose de ode dodo ama no ohwehwe dodo nso ayede afri no
Members of Parliament
o matemu edene papa nipa be 40,000 80,000 no hwan egu om constituency nyame de tumi ama no so won fan hwe om so no so om common fund ba no okudia so common fund ne ba o me supply no na wa anhwe om yie om hia nsu om hia hwan sika na ba ye mfa nkoye no odia nyame so no na temu ni mu be ye dene achen om a wo hwe om so e wo constituency no na eka bibi kire yen se tumi nyame de fam yen sa asem we kire se tumi nyame ene de fam yen na wahwe yen se de ne yede se atumi no ode ama ye ne beye ono ene timi mankoa etimi beye adehye eti se wo na nka wo ni tumi no wo ma wo tumi ba benya tumi a ehia se wo hu se nyame ne de ama wo na wo kurakura mu kwa saa anwom no ye kurakura mu kwa eti wo kuram atemu da ho otwen o e ma ne nye te se ase tumi ni ya wo dia de open na obitimi kasa nana obitimi kasa do you know who I am do you know who I am I can change your destiny I can oh yeah why who are you do you know I'm the manager do you know I'm a CEO do you know I'm the president do you know I'm the minister hey me DC oh yeah why akwa bi time wo kan ebre bi atwam ai o nya mi ko iko
you know my ko iko
ba o ye ko iko because nyame na di tumi afem o enti omo ewo tumi no unim nyame ma ye tumi a ho oma ye tumi si ye de beboa wo ho a emre no wo yimu enso ye besre esu a yesu ya ye kan ya kwan nye esu a yesu ya ye ka binim se hospital na no doctor ye wo wuye nana catheterization a wanya wodi wuye wo konfoanochi
yemfie
yesi ehia se konfoanochi anya hwe yenya bi konfoanochi yenya bi Tamale Teaching Hospital yenya bi wo Central Regional Hospital na obinya akomayade ano adin a owu a enye plane sem ne yebehwehwe plane ye di ni tu kwan akọ South Africa ne other countries akọhwe no ba yebetumi enya mfidie ni bi wa ha ba de ye kampanifo abuo maso agum obi eye bibia kakra obinya edinti ba de kai ye se sebe mpredua se kwesi buru ni mfiri ba bi so obeboa yi se wo sebe obi obekotoa rope to agya anan na yese obi beboa mu agya anan edi ehu hia se yen hu se tumi nyame de amaye no ye de beye ye hu yie edi nipa ewu o hospital nana ese etimi di sika ye twa wo health ye de boa no wo mu wuo no mu gya ni su o mu ekwan ese ye ese o mu fa so ekwan ne ye enti o mu nya nkwanhie wuo no mu gya ni su and I agree with you that there are innocent blood esu and these are the cause of our woes now ese mpanifo mo mani eba o mu ho so na o mu hwe ne etoto no ma ya esise nu a eyarahosem yenyina ye twa jadwo de but ese sebe Solomon nyansa no ye de to ho na ye hunu se ede ne betumi de yetumi aye nyame ache ye bibia ejapade ode ache ye nso yetumi wama ye gold wama ye oil de ne nyame nye ye biem ode se tumi nyina no ma hye nsa man wudo bi anya bi but de ne ye de aboa ye ho asoman and it's a challenge it will be a bebu akunta de ba wo adodo no hye wonsa no obebibisa adodo no ye afiri ho it wo monhwe ne ye asempanimfo obenya tumi a tumi no nyame de afem ne ho atemuo ano ade nyame mfo mo kransie ye and all others o mahwe o nkwa enura nipa ewu ye edwo so kwa mu nyasem ketwa that is just to add up o mo ewu dada no nyasem ketwa from road accident ye kan ne yakane kira because sabe ye twa kwan no na nka wo dan a wo se kwan ne tene matese ye se mampani aboto
no aboto
enra na yeso wantimi ampie kura
and am say sanka yenti asem
and you see adi we yes yakwa say states ye declare states morning, any other way. Now I believe say any 3 days observation. Say ya day morning 3 days. But psychologically, ya dream no. And now ya dream say kosisi ebe wie akwanya except fata. Me say road ne ya. They would have come by road. Say road ne ye pan ke bi omo the car because omo ba sare ndi omo nim. To need traffic mu. And a free wall ban so omo simu a ring when the mrika omo ko mbeduru. But kwan ni nyenti sometimes they are tempted. So on befa plane abesie na nyame mfo mu kransie ye but yenhwe yanim yesi yehwe ase ye no ma hwe egu a ene ehunu hyehye ewiase no sesebe okwasea ene nsesa na adwene odwunso gu fa akoso atwahuro wotehwe a osesa wonante edi ba bi a yahwe ase abeduru nipa dodo awu a ebi abeka oman nipa akesefo ewo mu ni ade no ese edi yesuahunu bi na ade ba akwa meka is about galamsey we ya sie nyina no galamsey ya yeko ene won hyehyɛ ya mpanimfo di gu akwa mu sɛ yebetumi akɔ galamsey ena we yasi emoja ahwe agu ye mpanimfo mu gyai yemfanye seal ema galamsey ɛko a yeko no sɛ yebɛyiri mu ama yenhwehwɛ ni mu si ehwe we anim nana hwɛ nipa ewu nam galamsey nsu a poison for gold ensufo amanfo no mo anya kidney a wo mu wu no yenhwe nipa dudu akọ hospital ewu mo de anya nkwanchi enti amfre na toyere nchem but they ate poisonous foods I free galamsey ensuo ni ade mu aye nom ne yede wu enu hu dwumadie na mampani wono mo koyede aye enti won kai se ne nkrofo bi akowu nam galamsey dwumadie so enti onfa mu ani bre ne yawa aka na koma sesei no onfa enkle galamsey no kran tentem enti am believing say ye wie we nyina wie ni awerɛho mu wie a sa awerɛho no ma ne de entoa so na onfa mu ani bremfa nko galamsey no onhwehwɛ ni mu wo ye party member kura ne etku a na no bi na ase de shoot ke ai nana sa bre dia support I support wo hwɛ se sa de we yens de enti na si ye galamsey galamsey hu dwumadi no nkodi I support mampani yawo na ba wakuma mu no shoot to kill I support it because galamsey ni yentu ase ye ye hu ntoye ade ne kuro da ye ho na yenhwe so mia ne ye sori ye de plata taso ya boso pada akotra so dem ye ho atoye mi wu aso ade ne haye ye sori ye ne akoso ne pan kakra bi ye koye program kakra bi ye koye we kakra bi whilst we can crack the whips heavily to remove this canker from this country nana ne me work.
So finally, no, for me, my shocked since yesterday. I'm seeing news, no, my very shocked, and means me who say me Jindi and answer. But one thing about this whole thing, me MPP communicated Diana or Casa, a fast and same way, and he said, Nancy Mubekaya, a sorry be, and Quadanke to a a year means a conference or some call emphasis on more church program. Now, Brown or Mobano almost a car just some few kilometers, no widen or more drew baby. I was so drew and a kay sprinter say call him say ye dino nipa 16 and quadra 16 omuna yamutu. I think that was just last month. July year. Now one thing an MPP communicator link to this situation anything. Say enkwada sebi abu sebi nya yeni mo modachi. Now omahwe omukra at this age. Why would we get more shocked about Omani Boama and Mukala and the other 6 victims as you see. This is the argument of MPP communicator. No, they are coming MPP no NDC, but always no. Let's call a spade a spade. I didn't use spoon. I'm going to say spoon. A spade I am come. Incident we are by Fanny your bushing, Fanny your papa, your mammy, your baby. You feel the same pains, and you know, Sebi, and you may be said by Mama and for political and 20. Now, young, the situation at hand. What in the mature na say? When in the mega the bia me kasa me kasa mo MPP me kasa mo NDC na mo say NDC ya ade ya. E ba no beka. Say MPP for nso kan ya ade na ya. De bia me ka ye na na ato. And see we na dwumadi phrase che so de buy wa ya de papa. In fact ono na o de buy ntin so bi o de abana so bi e hye kena, you give him the credit always whenever you are talking about that. But where be the case ya sem no de was e ka fa ho mo ma yenka ti se abusufo edi ya wo abusufo edi arowo enti so we jump into conclusion ko kase sebi enkwada o mukra no omunnim omudaachi ahwe omunkwa nti ne se empanfo bi ti se o mane boama mutala any yewra sapon surgeon and the other people makano omusu wuru UK. You see, sometimes ayana ya so be believe say uyonku nipa kasa nsem. Let's feel it. Obianka so bia wunye ya. Why wo hono obia, it is inevitable and obia so ntimi escape it. Nobody can escape them. Maybe tia no mi ochina mi wonu biwa. That is all. Enti esremo. Mama obusuafo no enya rehye bi. Na mo amofa cameras, especially the media houses no. What's now network so I now can see MBSB, and more bush for DO be brino. Mama injai na yen day, yen money with them at this very moment. Empo a children was in become waka. So I do no conversation in Median Mecca. Bye bye.